Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you are all doing great. Today this could be just another Airsoft replica build, but instead I decided to focus on something I find much more important: HPA alignment. We already have build videos here on the channel, but we don't have yet one explain how to properly align an HPA system step by step. Over the years, I have developed a few techniques for HPA setups that I haven't seen anywhere else on YouTube. So I decided to share everything I know. Keeping knowledge to myself and I with it will just make me selfish, and that's not who I want to be. This video will be divided into three main parts: gearbox modification, system installation, and the last one, how to do the alignment. And at the end, I will show you a small showcase of how the replica turned out. Hopefully, you will like it. Alright, let's start the build. Alright guys, when we talk about gearbox modification, we have two options. We can either modify the gearbox that already comes inside the AEG, or we can buy a ready one, like this one here. This is a Mancraft gearbox for HPA, so there is no need to do any modification. But if you don't want to spend extra money and prefer to use the gearbox you already have, let's talk about modifications you will need to do. The first step is to cut the back of the gearbox, just like the Mancraft one. It doesn't really matter if you remove a little more or a little less. The important part is simply to remove the area where the stock screw would normally make contact with the gearbox. The section is only needed on AG because it holds the spring guide into place. In HPA setup, the system is secured only by the front gearbox pins, so that rear section becomes unnecessary. Removing this part of the gearbox is very important. If you don't, the stock tube and the grip will affect your alignment. Let me explain. When you tighten the grip, the gearbox gets pulled downward. When you tighten the stock tube, the gearbox gets pushed upward. It might seem like a small thing or something that won't affect vertical alignment, but trust me, it becomes a huge problem. In many cases, you end up unable to fully tighten either the grip or the stock tube because doing so ruins the alignment. And personally, I don't like that. I want my stock tube and my grip to be solid and completely fixed in the place. No movement at all. So to avoid alignment issues later and keep everything rock solid, the best solution is to remove the stock screw section of the gearbox entirely. And if we ever need the gearbox to sit a little higher, we will just use a simple tactic that solves the problem permanently and isn't affected by any external movement. I also have to mention the weight difference between these two gearboxes. It's extremely huge. The second modification we need to do is to add screws to the sides of the gearbox. Most gearboxes don't come with this, but you can easily create them yourself. Just drill a hole in this spot and cut a thread for M3 screws. These two screws will be responsible for setting the horizontal alignment, and together with the shims they allow you to fine-tune the position. The idea is simple: you add 0.1 mm shims one at a time until the gearbox reaches perfect horizontal alignment. With the Mancraft gearbox, as I said before, it's already a complete HPA ready unit, so none of these modifications are needed. If you are using a Polarstar F2 system, you need to buy the correct shims to prevent the engine from moving inside the gearbox. Just check the Polarstar website and purchase the ones that match your specific gearbox. Alright guys, as you can see the alignment is completely off. We need to adjust both vertical and horizontal alignment until the nozzle sits perfectly straight with the inner barrel. It's clear that the gearbox needs to move a little to the left and it also needs to sit higher. So how do we fix that? Now is the time for me to show you my little secret. As you can see, the inner barrel moves a lot inside the outer barrel, which won't allow me to achieve perfect alignment. To fix this, I have to make sure the inner barrel doesn't move at all. That's why I created this 3D piece. This 3D piece ensures the inner barrel doesn't move even 1 millimeter inside the outer barrel and allows me to get the most precise alignment possible. After many hours, I finally complete the alignment. Remember, perfection requires patience. During the process, you will need to assemble and disassemble your replica countless times. Apply pieces of electrical tape and repeatedly adjust the side screws. This isn't simple. When you finally go play, trust me, it will be worth all the work. You can see how perfect the alignment is. Without a 3D piece, I never would have achieved such results. Now that you know what to do, I trust you. You can do it.
Champion shit, like yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. I got the feeling we taking it all the way. I gotta get to the Hall of Fame. Been on the ground with a small delay. That's what it takes when you on your job.